What's going on, Minties? The Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, and today I'm going to take an advanced look at Berserk, the Deluxe Edition Volume 3. So let's open this sucker up. Alright, Minties, now, before I get started, I want to say a quick thank you to Dark Horse for sending me an advanced copy of the book. And while I crack this sucker open, take off the plastic with this gut sword that my wife makes me use because it is amazing. Here's a quick word from our sponsor.
This episode is sponsored by CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for brand new graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off the cover price. Cheap Graphic Novels prides itself on packaging your books so they arrive safely and in excellent condition, as well as prompt and helpful service. And check out their bargain bin for even greater deals up to 90% off cover price. And for you Minties, Cheap Graphic Novels is running a special promotion. If you're a first-time customer, let them know you were referred by Near Mint Condition at the checkout, and you'll receive a credit for free shipping on your next order. Now, this is only for U.S. customers. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discounts, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more.
So, like all the other previous volumes, you get this little insert right here, which tells you what it collects, volumes 7 through 9, which are over there. We'll do a little comparison here in a few minutes. The parental advisory sticker, just like the other volumes have had, like, I guess for people that don't know what Berserk is, and then the sticker in the back that shows the price. Retail price of this is $49.99. I'm absolutely blown away by the fact that I get to have this on my bookshelf in this format. This is my favorite manga of all time. And to finally have it in a nice deluxe hardcover edition, man. Alright, so let's look at the book itself again. Now, here you can kind of see a little bit of the emboss of the brand of the sacrifice. And then, of course, the lettering. Sides, they're all very similar to what volumes 1 and 2 are. And it has this, fake leather kind of look to it, which makes it look so much more epic. So pretty much, you're getting these 3 volumes, 7, 8, 9, in this book right there. Except it's an oversized format. Each one of these retails for $13.95. And the size of the book is a lot bigger than, of course, your standard manga. Just for a few quick comparison. Now let's look inside the book. It does read in the traditional Japanese right to left. I think I made that clear with the other videos. So, it's got this thick matte paper, which is really nice, and then the table of contents here telling you where each of the chapter begins. Let's look and flip a little more through here. I'm not going to review the book. Again, if you do want my wife and I to review these books, we would love to, as this is both our favorite manga. We just recently reviewed Volume 40, which came out just last week. And again, this book is due out on October 23rd. With the newly announced Volume 4, so we're getting 4 of these this year. And that one is coming out on, I want to say, like, December. So, pretty much, not going to give too much of the plot away, but this is the story of Guts and how he meets the Band of the Hawk. So it's a flashback story from everything that began in Volume 1. This, I think, is when I got super hooked. And I think this is when most fans of Berserk, get hooked on the book. So you can tell there's no gutter loss, which is awesome, which will come in handy later on when Miura does these amazing, huge splash pages of just demon hacking. I mean, it's pages like this, so you can see this is a clear example of no gutter loss, that make me so happy that we have this particular story in this kind of edition. So you can tell all the little amount of details are here. It lays out nice and flat. So it maximizes that reading experience when you're looking at the book. The translations of the sound effects are done right underneath each of the sound effects. Sure, maybe you might be able to tell a little bit. So I zoom in, like right there. That's just an example, and those to me have always come in handy instead of having something in the back. This is just a quick comparison of the pages. The translations were not in the panels for the original translation. This is volume 8. As you can tell, translations are right within the panels. And also a comparison of the size of the book. I mean, that's just really nice. And I've had this since it was originally released here in America, and you can probably tell the pages are a little bit yellowing, which was the issue a lot of the time with some of the books that were printed here in America, some of the manga. Much like the other volumes, the book comes with a ribbon to mark your spot. I love when books add that. And one of the other things that I didn't mention, much like the other volumes, there is no chapter break. It is just one continuous read, which I enjoy. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the Jonathan Hickman books, the way he maps out his stuff at Marvel. Here, let's actually, because, there's chapter breaks here because of the covers, right? The covers, they leave for the very back, and that's what I mean by chapter breaks. In full color, and are the only pages in the book that have this glossy type paper. So all 3 of the covers for 7, 8, and Volume 9 are there. Here's a quick blurb as to who Kentaro Miura is and what else he's done. And then, oh, that's cool, an advertisement for the deluxe editions. So yes, we will have a Volume 4 soon. As you could probably tell, the book does lay over really nice because of the binding. It's got a sewn binding. No matter if we're towards the front of the book or the middle of the book, you won't have any problem reading it as it lays down just like that. And something I love to do is looking at that eye, because that's what you want to see when you're reading a book like this with this many pages. What else is there to say about Berserk? It's brutal, it's fantasy, it's romance. Yeah, I'm throwing romance in there. It's fucking perfect, and it deserves this kind of treatment. And that's it. That's my advanced look at the Berserk Deluxe Edition Volume 3 from Dark Horse. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. And if you enjoy the contents of this channel, please think about joining our Patreon. Again, this was the Uncanny Omar. And remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint.